Thank you guys for watching the Animal One Guys YouTube channel. If you like my content, leave a comment down below. Ask me questions, let me know what you liked about it. And hey, click on the little like button. But please, if you want, go ahead and subscribe, because it helps my channel out. That way you can stay up to date with all my videos. And if you want, click on the bell icon to get notified. Right? Right? Huh? 1 out of 2. Not bad. Hey everybody, this is my brumation video. Brumation, here we are, fall 2024. Can you believe it's been another year? This is going to cover a lot of aspects, but the first thing I'm going to just get going right away while I talk to you for a little bit is getting the dewormer ready. That's the stuff, Safeguard, but really all that matters is the fendobendazole. It comes with some other brands. You may see dewormer for goats or horses or cattle or chicken, but then you're going to look and you're going to see it's 10% fendobendazole. That's all. That's all that matters. Make sure it's not expired. This is in 2026, so we're good to go. So I'm going to be giving this to 5 bearded dragons, so I'm going to show you how I use it. I've got 1 syringe that I will be using to draw the medication, and then I have 5 individual 1 ml syringes that I can give to the dragons. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can just load this up raw like that and give it to them, or you can mix it with some baby food and some probiotic and stuff that you want to give it to them, some calcium. You've got a lot of options. I like to mix, so while I do this, I'm going to talk to you a little bit the important stuff, and then I'll talk to you while showing the dragons. And don't worry, I will show administering this, but I have shown tube feeding before. The biggest thing is this stuff. I like to shake everything. Everything says to shake it to get it mixed. So what's going on? Brumation. I talked about it in my live stream, but we're going to talk about it today. We've got baby food. This is butternut squash in this one. And then this is actually banana apple puree. Give it a little better taste. That's what we're going to do for that. So what's going on? Brumation. Is this your first brumation? Have you been through this before? You know it's stressful. We're going to hit it up. Now this is my drawing one for my adult beardies. It's just under 1 milliliter of fendobendazole, and I'm giving it to 5 beardies. So I'm going to draw this 5 times. So in the wild, bearded dragons, their food source gets low. 3, 4, I should maybe give it to 1 more. Their food source gets low, and because of that, they would die if they were active, super active all year round. So because they can't be super active all year round, they do what their version of hibernation, basically. That's what we're going to look at it. That's what we're going to call it. They will find a super small dark hole, dig. Typically it's a cave dug by something else. Here's the probiotic. It's okay that some stays on there because we're going to use this to mix. And they will go in there for a period of time. Now people will be like, well, how long? That's the big deal here is brumation. We don't really know the trigger point, when it starts, why it lasts so long, why it lasts short for some dragons. We don't know. There we go. Some of this. Looks delicious. I mean, tastes like butternut squash. So sometimes they'll go in for a week. Sometimes they'll go in for 8 months. Age doesn't seem to play a part of it. Weather doesn't seem to play a part of it. People have said, what about barometric pressures and this and that? And there's just really no... There we go. Look at how good that looks. There's really no concise linkage that we've found, unfortunately. This stuff came out of the fridge, so we're going to float it in that hot water. The only links that we have seen is that bearded dragons that do brumate typically live longer, healthier lives than bearded dragons that don't brumate. Now, there sometimes are reasons you don't want to brumate your dragon, you don't want to allow it, but normally you should allow it. And what the bearded dragon is going to do is it's not going to sleep, but it's going to shut down or almost shut down all the process of its body. Circulation is going to come to a really big slow. Digestion is going to come to an almost complete stop. Removal of waste, kidney processing, all of that's going to come to a halt. And the bearded dragon is going to rest, regenerate, restore itself. Immune system is going to rest up. All of these things are going to be put on just a rest mode. This is why it is very important, because brumation behavior is death behavior. Yeah, your bearded dragon not eating, something's wrong. Your bearded dragon not pooping, something's wrong. Your bearded dragon being lethargic all day, something's wrong. Except that that's also normal for brumation. So, what do you do? Because sometimes people will panic. This is why it's super important to know that your bearded dragon is healthy going into brumation. And one of the biggest killers at brumation time are internal parasites, worms, and coccidia. If you can do a fecal, do it. If you want to be safe and deworm. A lot of people have horses, they deworm them twice a year. You have chickens, you're deworming. You should do it to your reptile as well that goes into brumation. Because if your bearded dragon stops eating and stops processing, but it has worms and it has parasites that are eating away at all of its nutrients, it's no longer going to be getting nutrients to feed itself and those parasites, and the parasites are going to wither that thing and eat it alive. That's why doing this is nice and safe. Now, there's just a little bit in the tip here. Not a huge deal. There we go. Get it out of there. All right. So, we know what's going on. We know why it's a problem. What do we do about it? Well, what we can do about it is make sure they're healthy. So I deworm when I know brumation time's coming, and deworming now is when I'll do it. I'll deworm twice, once and one more time in a week. Okay, great. So brumation is something bearded dragons have been doing for, million years. It's in their DNA. It's something that they'll feel the need that they have to do, but they don't all do it because sometimes they don't feel the need, we think. And also there may be some times that your vet may tell you not to let your lizard brumate. The reason why they may tell you not to let your lizard brumate is maybe your lizard is sick. Maybe you are putting your lizard on antibiotics. Maybe you need to keep your bearded dragon's digestive system up and active to let it absorb and process antibiotics and fight off the infection. That may need to be done. So, no brumation. Okay. Otherwise, you should not fight the brumation. And I know it's hard. Your bearded dragon goes in a cave and you think something's wrong. You pull it out of the cave, you set it on its basking spot, you give it food, it's eating. Not good. One is, if it wants to rest and you're preventing it, not good. But two, if you do feed it, because bearded dragons should know that they're going into brumation. They should stop eating, then they should take a big poop, and then they should go into brumation. That way their stomach is empty. Otherwise, you pull them out and you feed them during brumation, and their digestive system is shut off, and that food sits in their stomach, sits in there, rotting for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And now that can lead to gas and death and just a big bunch of problems. The other thing is, when your bearded dragon is brumating, you should shut off the lights, you should turn off the heat, but you should make sure it doesn't get super cold. Low 70s Fahrenheit. High 60s are even okay, 68, 69. Because it needs that cold to help it shut everything off, which is important. All right, so I've drawn my syringe. We're going to go like we always go. We're going to come here. We're going to come here. We're going to come here. We're going to come here and here. And I'm going to do this for the video, so a little bit rougher, but I'm just going to come in the tip to the side and go. There we go. We're in. Delicious. Look at that. Dewormed, nutrients, everything. We're good to go. We'll get the other syringes and we'll do the other people. But see how quick and easy that is? Now, when they brumate, let them sleep, but you do want to check on them. You want to make sure they're not dying. You want to make sure they're breathing. If they move, you know it's good. When they come out, they will start to bask. Don't feed them the first day they come out. You want to give them time to heat up. They have to restart, right? They have to restart everything, right? And a lot of times that's where people screw things up as well. Is new syringe. People will, oh, you're out. It's the first day. Maybe they're not done brumating. Maybe they're just coming out. You'll see it in their eyes. See these eyes? You know your bearded dragon. You can tell this thing's awake. It's active. It's looking around. You can see that. If your bearded dragon is out but is groggy, sometimes because you've shut your lights off in the cave, or in the cage, excuse me, the tank, the bearded dragon may want to just lay outside, not in a tight cave that they would find in the wild, because we're controlling the lighting. If that's the case, they're out of their cave in their enclosure, but they still haven't started up all those processes. Wait until you see them actually active and awake, then feed. Typically, it's about 24 hours from when they get up, because they'll be waking up all their body processes. So Archie is not as receptive. She's older. She's smarter. See if I, yep. Make her think it's food. Follow the dragon. Follow the airplane. Perfect. 2 dewormed. People will be like, you're using the same syringe. Nope. Everyone has their own syringe. Everyone has their own syringe. So you just want to make sure they're fully awake before you do anything. Go back in there. That's all. Nothing difficult, guys. I've done videos every year. I talk about brumation in depth. You can just look up brumation on my channel, and you can see the videos, and you can see what we talk about, and you can see why it's important, and it has to happen. Hopefully this helps. Take care, everybody. Thank you guys for supporting my reptile rescue family.